fuck with Desi.
Hey, you know what they say, man. Bitch thinks she deserve the world, man. You know, just give her the east side, bro.
You did.
Hey, Q. I just thought about something. Johnny like her.
Oh, hell yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, I seen the way go check him out.
Me too, man. Hey, check this out. This is what we gonna do. Since Johnny sweet on you, you gonna help me.
This last bit high.
What's up, Wine?
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. Did you get that cleaned up already?
Yeah.
Y'all finished?
Yeah.
Like the bag's back here.
Hey, Blacks. I'm bridging over there, start this my program, you know. You have some food in there, so we're going to take it out. Because, you know, say, right now I'm hungry, you know. Because I lose a portion of food there where they you know, start.
Which part this boy there?
I mean, there's some, man. I'll go for him now.
Over there, so?
Yeah, man.
One boy, I'm not like him, don't do me a thing already, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
So ready, go for that, man. I'm ready anytime I
go for him, star. Go for him, star.
No hesitation.
Tell your boss me I come for the food, you know. All the rest of the food I want it all, brother. All, you understand? Now the smiling thing, you know, boy. What you smile for? Hey, boy. Hey, tell your boss me I come for it, yes, sir? Everything, boy. Sure. Nobody moving, the boy. You want dead to the boy? Sure. I'm not killing you, you know. You want a job? Tie him up.
Bitch. Hey, yo, blaze up, my nigga.
You're a dead boy.
I'm gonna put that fire out real soon.
Boy.
Blaze up, my nigga.
Watch your back. Here, watch yourself. Bossy.
Blaze up, my nigga.
Watch yourself, boy. Watch yourself.
What's up, folks? West Side Live with legendary Donnie B. Without further ado, we're going to bring in the special guest, my true OG, the Don Dada of West Los Scandalous, my guy, Papa Juggy. What up, Don Dada?
There, brother, there. There, man, there. You know what I do. You know how we do, bro. What's good? Talk to me. What's good, my brother?
What's going on, Juggy?
I'm chilling, man. You know, just living life, brother. You know.
Oh, you froze up, Cuddy?
No, I'm just living life, doing my thing. Yeah.
In the game.
Yeah, my brother. We're good. We're
good. Waiting already next to the States.
What's up, kid? What's up, kid?
Come on, bro. You know what it is. What's up, baby?
What's good, my bro?
Shit,
Yeah.
everything is good, man. I can't complain at all, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
good
back
to
and
see
forth
y'all
on the
together
east.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Real soon, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, Cuddy.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
my
bring
bro.
Juggy shot. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Man.
so
So
what's good,
talk
my dog?
about it. So yeah,
Man,
man. What? Guess who that is, Juggy?
all that.
That's Tracy. That's Jelani's mom.
Oh, well, yeah, hey, respect, Tracy. Big up yourself. Large of your time. Yes, my girl. It's been decades, you know. One love, my sister, you know. Yes, Tracy. Remember you very, very well. Is it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way back in the days like cornrow, you know. Way back. Oh, God.
Way back there.
mm
It's
Way back.
2021, man.
So
mm
yeah, let's start from the beginning, man. Like before we start with there, since we're all from St. Lucia, and we all been getting healthy from this sea moss from St. Lucia. Like, has it always
What,
been there?
what do you know about that, bro?
Hey man, that's all we mess with, man. That's why your boy's skin is looking all gorgeous right now.
Well, I got my Simo, I got my Simos in the fridge right now, bro. Yes, all from St. Lucia, bro. You're right. Yeah. I got the purple one. You know, you seen the purple one?
Yep.
Yeah, I got that right now in my fridge, bro. That's a real potent one. You know what I mean? Good for the thing,
Uh-huh.
is it?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Hey, I ain't even know that Cuddy all the sea moss coming from St. Lucia.
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, my bro. Yeah.
Sea moss shots and they got the butters and paste and all that.
Yeah, man. You got
Yeah,
all that in your system.
yes, I've been knowing you. I've been checking up, and they always have a BET special in St. Lucia. Man, it's gorgeous out there, man. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
do you
It's
miss it?
true. Yeah, sometimes I do, but you know, as we get older and thing, you know, what I mean, it's like, you know, with them time days kind of be on we now, you know. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, but I always miss the beautiful sunshine, the beautiful waters, and my people them where I grew with
Are you
and things
froze
like that,
up
you
a
know.
little bit?
Yeah, all
There
my
you go.
folks and things like that. And I miss my brother Bobby, you know that always, you know. Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you know.
OG. You got to meet Bobby,
Yeah.
Donnie Bill. Bobby's OG, Cuddy.
Bobby, you know?
I talk to him almost every day, man. You know,
No.
that's the real life Jaka, you know.
Yeah.
The real life
So,
Jaka, you know.
The real life.
so did the music and shit start for you out in St. Lucia, or when you got out here?
I started performing as a youth in St. Lucia, but when I left St. Lucia, I went back to London, you know. And that's where it really kick off in London in about say like in the mid 80s, you know.
You were
That's when it
international. Cuddy.
Yeah, man. I was actually born in England. Most people don't know that. You know, I born and grew in
Okay.
London. I went back to St. Lucia for like 9 years, and I went back to England and then came to California. You know, so I've been doing this
Okay.
for a little while. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know.
Your
But
folks,
it's,
your folks is from St. Lucia, but you was born in England.
yes, my bro. Yeah, you
Okay.
know. But I
Man,
grew
that's
in St.
hard.
Lucia, Baccarat, Castries, Baccarat, because I'm a
Oh, so
Baccarat
you was
boy.
down there in the Brixton area?
Yeah, man, Brixton, Peckham, all them area there. I used to travel all through them area. I used to live in Peckham, then I live in Milan, which is East London, you know what I mean, where the bad boys them stay. You see, I was over in them ends there for a while. Yeah, you know, until I come over here and I met you thugs over here, you know. You done came out here
I
in
was
87. I think I met you legends was like fucking 88, 89 when I met you cats, bro.
Damn.
yeah.
Remember
How
you guys
y'all meet? You gotta do that. How that happened? Cuddy, we early
oh
with it, but how that
bro.
Right here, Cuddy. It was that IRIE vibe, bro. Shot.
the IRIE vibe, huh? Big
He had
blessing.
the chocolate tie that was so good, bro. Shot.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
them
And
day
then
we was them times. Look, yeah, man, we met. Yeah, I think we met at the Dorsey High School. We used to go there like every I
Or
think I
Dorsey
get
High
met you
School.
guys there. Yeah, I think Def Jeff was performing there one time, and I passed through there with some of my boys, and I will link with you
That's
guys.
where I just came from. I just came from Dorsey High School. You
You
know,
see it
stay.
there, yeah, man. And I linked with Def Jeff, you know what I mean, and we did what we did first, we did we did the Mac for Dev soundtrack first, right?
Mm.
You remember
Yeah.
that? Dev Jeff and I, we did that soundtrack together. Then after that, we did the Boss single. You know what I mean? You
Mm.
know, but I remember when you guys and the Soul Brothers was really. Hey, listen, man. When I tell Cash, man, you guys used to carry me up on at in the TV studios, bro. Living color live, you know. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
J Lo and my girl Cynthia Perez and all those were back there, which you know what I mean. You know what I mean, way back, bro. You know what I mean. Them time there, Craig rolling in the black Jeep, you know.
Oh
Mm.
man.
I used to carry you guys to my house for clinics.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Real clinics, you know, we just sit up and smoke weed and just watch movies and reggae videos and Bob Marley, you know, history and Peter Tosh and the great Bunny Weller we just lost, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
Yeah.
real thing, bro. Yeah, remember we went on tour together. We went up to Stockton, California with Chuck D. You remember that shit?
Mhm.
That was
Oh,
good thing.
shit.
Them time I rock it, I'm giving you the come give me the easy love, come give me the easy love.
Nobody.
Yes,
Nobody.
sir. Yes,
That was the
sir.
days, bro. That was the days, my brother.
This song right here, man. We gotta say rest in peace to Bunny Wailer.
For real though. I was very fortunate to meet Bunny Wailer in 1992. I went down to perform in Jamaica for Reggae Sunsplash with Wailing Souls.
Y'all gotta
And
inform me on Bunny Wailer. You know, I was born in
yeah.
'93. So,
Hey, I'm gonna
You
put
see,
you up there like he did.
Bunny Wailer is one of the founding members of the original Wailers, which is Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and now Bunny
mm,
Wailer. Bob Marley
okay.
first passed away from cancer. Peter Tosh passed away from a gunshot, and Bunny Wailer just passed from a couple of from old age and strokes and stuff recently. As of yesterday, he passed. But
But he okay.
them three guys put reggae music on the map. You see, when I was growing up, when I left England and went to St. Lucia, I grew up near my brother Bobby and all the thugs then when we grew up with. Um, that's we used to have a record shop directly opposite, you know, my where I live. I live with my aunt, you know, and there's a record shop directly opposite where we live. And from 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, this guy was playing reggae music 24/7, playing the greats like Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, you know what I mean? All conscious music, you know. So we grew up as youths. I'm talking about that's in the '80s, bro. You know what I mean? Early '80s, you know. And I'm listening to this kind of music there also. That kind of had me on a level already. So when I come to this big world, I was already prepared mentally to attack this, you know, this Babylon shit stem. You understand, you know? So yeah, so Bunny Weller is one of the founding members and he just passed away yesterday. The last one to survive. You know what I mean? And these guys put reggae music on the map for sure.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
game because you
Yeah,
know
without yeah.
most people know Bob. You know, but Bob get a lot of the credit because he did his thing, but it's always somebody that was around the situation or they helped or they put it on first or put it on with somebody too. That it's not always about
Exactly.
credit; it's about debit. I'm sure Bunny was straight.
Yeah, man, Bunny was the greatest. Bunny, you know, everybody have their favorites, you know what I mean, of the whale, you know, but Bob Marley and all of them is great, you know. Now they
Yeah,
reunite together in Zion, so you know what I mean, they will take it from there and move on, you know. Yeah, man,
that
but
part.
you know, so we do it, you know. Yeah, man. Yes,
You
my
know
And now
what's
guy.
they
You
crazy?
know,
hey, now they all together again though. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
It's
they
gonna be
all
it's a
together.
great concert up there. Imagine, you know.
Yeah, that's why I say it's sad down here in the physical realm, but it's blessings in the spiritual realm now. What's
Yeah,
going
man.
on? The connections up there
Yeah,
that
man.
could come down now. They all back together. You know what I'm saying?
They
So
have gone to
crazy
meet their
right now,
ancestors.
Jackie.
Eh?
You know what's so crazy for me right now? Listen to this. Donnie sounds like me asking you questions when I first met you.
Exactly.
Well,
He
because
turned me on.
I don't really
Yeah,
know too many people. You feel me from walks of life, like you know what I'm saying, Papa Jiggy here. You
Right.
know, we hear about
Right.
it. You know, in the city being in LA from the concrete jungle. You know, you see it. You know, you connect
Yeah.
with who you connect with, but I don't have a personal touch to the island. You know, so but I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
knowledge
yeah.
based on resources,
Yeah.
people I've met. But you know, you got somebody
Yeah.
who's so endowed, and you know the blessings that come from it. You got to ask questions and say, listen.
Yes, 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 yes,
yeah,
yes.
man. He put me on a
So,
whole shot, Happy Bills. He put me on the Bunny Wailer early. He was like,
Mm.
yeah,
Bob
man.
is cool, but he was like, Bunny Wailer's voice is a little sweeter. Check him out,
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm gonna take you out, though.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
went
it's
from Bunny
very,
Whaler, and he turned me on to my favorite, Burning Spear,
yeah,
Jacob Killer
yeah,
Miller.
yeah.
You
All
know,
them
all
cats.
that early. So and the movies,
Yeah,
Countryman,
all
still my classic.
countryman,
Buddy.
rockers. Like I said,
Yeah.
we used to go
Yeah,
to my house with we used to go to my house, bro, on Normandy. That's it. That's where the alien riot started, bro. Remember
yeah.
that, right?
Normally,
Normandy and
Mhm.
Manchester had a crib behind there, bro. And you guys just used to come there and meditate and smoke a bunch of weed, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
uh,
With Captain Black, that motherfucker, you know? And then, you know, I cook some food for some you guys, some fish and thing to eat, and yeah, you know? And we used to just listen to the peer positive music. Them time there was good vibes, you know? I must tell you that.
Yeah,
Them time was some of the greatest times, you know? Yeah, man, you know?
man,
Yeah,
that's
my
good.
bro.
too, man. Early too, Donnie Bills, Juggy saw something in me and pulled me to the side and was like, "Hey, man, this dancing's cool, Cuddy, but you need another hustle." Man,
Yeah.
gave me a nice little half ounce in the pager, Cuddy, and sent me on
Yeah.
my way.
Yeah.
Notice
Hey,
I ain't looked
I
back
was
since. I ain't looked back since, Cuddy.
legend.
I ain't never had to be without a
Listen,
bill
bro.
or nothing. My hustle was always extra, Cuddy.
Bro, you see you,
Yeah.
bro. You my dog, bro. You,
Yeah,
I didn't think you was gonna mention this shit though, but listen, bro. Out of you, Craig and Villa, for real, bro. You had the hustle, bro. You know, what I mean, you used to always hit me up, you know. So I'm like, I mean, this nigga or some shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
And,
you always
yeah,
get it off.
my bro, that's real talk, though, man. That's real
Yeah,
talk, man.
yeah.
That's how far we go back, bro.
Yep.
How far we go back? We
Yeah.
go back to fucking Hollywood Live, you know, Ice T days, back days. You know what I mean, man, bro. Remember Prince
Yeah.
Ital Joe? Remember Prince Ital Joe?
Oh, that was my dude, man. Juggy, when I said you was used to all the great ones, man.
Yeah.
That was my
Mhm.
dude, man.
The first
And then
video
by the
we did
time we
together
linked up, yep, by the
in
time we
nine
linked up
in
with Bobby Brown, it was already
yeah.
on by then.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
Prince I
That's it.
Show.
In 1992, we were nominated for the Grammys. Winning Souls and I, you know. That's when we linked up. I had you guys in the very first video we did too. Remember that? The
Hey,
all
boy,
over
do
the
I remember? I'm gonna bring it back right now, Jackie, because
the all over the world
Tracy,
video, bro.
Tracy made that moment. Remember when Tracy was pregnant? Remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And they
yeah.
had remember they had all those lizards out there.
All exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I shook Tracy's hand. I made her run through a patch of lizards, man. To this day, she shook up to this day.
Wow, bro.
That was classic.
We
That
had
was
some days,
classic.
bro. We had some days.
Man,
We had some days, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was it, bro.
man,
But right now is not. Right now is the present time, present moment. We're living in the present, you know. And
yeah,
we have to always. I'm glad that most of us have stayed focused and most of us are still alive, you know, for the most part, you know.
yeah,
And we can still stay strong in our art and our craft and educate the youth them and still do what we have to do, you know what I mean? You know? Yeah. And still be young and still be, you know, young at heart, but still, you know, have all the respect and the wisdom, cause you see the grace and thing are coming, you know. So yeah, you know. Yeah, you
Hey,
know.
Jackie, remember when we
Yeah.
did that show? If you did it now, they'd go crazy. Remember when we did that show? I think it was for like AIDS awareness, and you got on stage and just ripped like all the baddie boys. I was like, "Oh, Jackie,
Oh, I can't do that
I
right
hear
now, bro. I can't do that. I can't do that right now,
right
bro.
now. Woo, now they
Yeah, right
all
now.
over.
They'll X me out. I don't want to. I don't want to be X'd out as yet. You know. Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Hey man,
Yeah,
that's
man.
past limitations, man. That was probably more than 10 years ago, man. That'd be all right.
oh, that was way longer than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah,
that's
but right now I have the present thing going on. They're watching right now, my brother. Just sort of watching. You know what I mean?
Woo, man, all
They
over,
always fucking.
Cuddy.
They always watching. You know what I mean? So everything we do it good. We do it. You know what I mean? We just make sure it's right, right? You know?
yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, yeah. You know, we respect everybody. You know, still, car. You know, we don't no issue we have no lesbian and Batman anymore. It's like not like that. You know, it's a one world thing right now. Back then we were just young and thing and I would say young and dumb. You know. You understand? So right now we grow up and thing, and it's a one world thing. You know what I mean? So to each his own. It might be on camera, mommy. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, but you know, who a warrior then,
Yes, baby.
Juggy? Like, you know, anybody can get it. You know, Uncle Tom's. You know,
Light
his
up, light
foul.
up. Eh?
I said anybody could get it back then. We wasn't really discriminating. If you was an Uncle Tom, if you was a sucker, you know, you was getting
Right,
it too.
right,
You
right.
But
know,
see,
we was
now you know, Cuddy, you can't, you know, you got the Karens, you know, that's the term for the white woman that's going to push you to the limit on you, call the police. Now you can, because of the internet, you can identify the stereotype to stay away from it. Like, oh, she look like a Karen. I ain't finna tell her my side because she gonna call the police and I'm gonna be on Instagram. I'm gonna just slide off and do what I do.
Yeah,
Like
man.
saying on the
Just
one world.
man, I just like I say, it's one rule. I just I just try to just stay in my own lane. Nothing in
Yeah,
front of me, nothing behind me, nothing on the side of me. So I can't
yeah.
compare myself to no one. I'm just the original Papa Jug. You see it? So
What
that's
you do
how each and
in your lane? What you do when they hop in your lane and you know what I'm saying they ain't acting right? How you stay cool?
somebody I tell you, man, I just kill them with love, because
Mm,
love conquers all. You understand?
mm,
Now, don't think you might
okay.
ever take my don't ever think you might take my kindness for weakness, because I had to kiss
Oh,
my condemn goodbye, because too many innocent
yeah,
people would die. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
a long time, we had to do these things, right? But 'cause we
yeah.
have children now, you know what I mean? I have five beautiful daughters, and actually six daughters I got now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know what I mean? So and I have no sons. Imagine if I had sons, legend. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Imagine if I had sons, right? The kind of mentality I had growing up when when I first
Yeah,
came in
you got
California when I came in 1987, bro. I mean, that time was the roughest times, legend. You know what I mean? 87, 88. We had a spot on Slauson and Third. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's in the hood, bro. You know what I
yeah. Oh
mean?
God, here to
You know what I mean? Every
Yeah.
weekend, bro, was a bunch of funerals, was some gangster getting shot. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
some people that would come and buy trees from we at the time, because that's what we did. On the block. From them time I had to hold my gun and grow and see the changes and see. From everybody, from fucking Rick Ross to fucking the real Rick Ross I'm talking about. You
the
know what I
real
mean?
Rick Ross.
The
Yeah,
real rap. You know what I mean? From that
yeah,
guy to Bruce and Daniels and Nelzy and them kind of cats, and you know what I mean? The real OGs, not this. You know what I mean? The real OGs. I'm up in age too. I've been around for a while, so you know what I mean. So I've seen some of the real cats. I met some of the real
yeah,
cats.
yeah,
I know some of the real
yeah,
cats. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I had to always know from that time. Why you think we stay in our own lane? We still in our own lane, because we had to separate ourselves and make sure we just stand firm in our own vibe. You see, if you stand firm in your own vibe, you can't follow nobody. If you follow people, if you're a follower, we couldn't be talking the way I talk right now. You know what I mean? Because you will be stuck in some kind of situation. So I'm on just
right,
rule my own destiny, right? From time,
yeah,
right? Legend, as a man from, as an entrepreneur from time I'm 19, 20 years old. I've done about 2 houses in California them time there.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm
yeah,
20 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was rolling them time there. You understand?
yeah.
My brethren, my long lost brethren, Fathead, of course, legend. How can you forget Fathead, right, legend?
Mhm.
Why can't you forget Fatel, right? You used to go and pick up your trees from Fatel, right? All the while, right?
Yeah. Juggy.
Our cool brethren. So from them time there, that was another evolution of Juggy. From them time, I had to switch gears. You know what I mean?
Mm,
You know what I mean? And then from them time, legend, is when I move out of the city, the shitty, and go up in the suburbs and raise my kids. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And people hadn't seen me for decades after that. Almost 2 decades, the boy hadn't seen me. You know
yeah.
what I mean? You get
So
it? You know what I mean?
I'll ask you, Jay, like, so, when people come from other states, other countries, and then they come to LA specifically, it's Hollywood, but everything it's an act, it's a facade, it's a mirage. So inside of it, like you're saying, you on Slauson the Third, you on Manchester and Normally, like them hot spots. So everybody come to the city with a certain expectation. So I know, overseas in the islands, the UK, when something go down, peace, brother. So when something go down, it's like you know, it's real. out here, you know, something happened, it's real, but you blinded by the next celebrity that came in, All-Star Weekend down the street. So that brother whose funeral we went to in 2 weeks, we ain't really even talking about him no more because 1,000 things done occurred since then. So how did you stay afloat and like coming here? Was there expectation of difference, opportunity, or was it easier because it's like maybe it's harder in other places? Really?
Well, listen, let me tell you something, man. I come in with the expectations of becoming who I became. So I was telling my brethren then from a youth that I will end up in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
That was
okay.
my, because I was looking for, I'm the kind of guy, I'm an entertainer, one way or the other. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and I'm a hustler. So I was looking for, where the real money was. So as kids growing up in the islands and things like that, you know what I mean? We watching, shows like 21 Jump Street. You're watching shows like just shows that back in the days with Hollywood. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And the ghetto ability and all that kind of stuff, right? So when I come now, I already knew what I was getting into. You understand? Because I was already watching Preneed on the TV. So I tell my brethren them, oh, I'm gonna go to California, and do music and do some videos. I say, watch guys, you guys wanna see me on TV. You know what I mean? And that was my motivation. So I was living in New York City at the time in Brooklyn. You understand? So I called my fleshy, my big cousin Tony the Dread legend, the original Godfather, the original Godfather, right? I called him and he said to me, "Yeah, fleshy, I have a store in LA, You know what I mean? At that time my parents was trying to push me into the military. You know what I mean? And it's either I'd, make them happy and go into the military, or I came out as a young man and just tug it out, you know what I mean, by myself with no family and just one youngster, you know what I mean, Godfather cousin, you know what I mean? I had to come at you as like a reinforcer to him, as a matter of fact, right? So when I come in, I tell my brother I'm gonna come over here and do music and thing. And one day he called me and tell me, cuz, you can come to California. I said, you mean I can leave New York and come to California? I said, all right. I said, send me a ticket. I tell him, send me a one-way ticket. And I left Brooklyn, New York, you know what I mean, Flatbush, you know what I mean, and I came to California. You see, when I come to California, I met a dread named Kenny Yatta. He used to sing. See? And he tell me, all right, boy, I hear you DJing, and at them time there I have my gun in my waist and I have a whole heap of jewelry on. You know, them time there, legend, them time that we selling thing. We have the great indica and we have the Thai weed, you know what I mean, right? And they said to me, man, I want to take you to this club and I want these people to hear you sing, And I said, damn, you want to hear? I said, that's what I came here for. Could I tell my brethren I'm going to come to California and you guys want to see me on the video, you know what I mean? On TV, you see it? So when I come here now, the man say, you're going to take me to a place, take me to a club named Osco's on La Cienega on 3rd. That's where all the OGs went over there, LL Cool J, all them cats hang out in there. So when I was up in there singing one day, when Stevie Wonder was in there, LL Cool J, Janet Jackson, all of our celebrities was up in there. And we was touching the mic every Saturday. The only people touching the mic was myself, Kenny Yatta, and Lady Levi, R.I.P. Lady Levi. You know what I mean? You know, um, a legend, as I mentioned, Lady Levi. Remember Lady Levi?
Yes.
I
And
never
now,
knew Lady Levi. I never knew she passed away until last year.
oh wow.
And that was
I
a
didn't know
close
it right
friend.
now.
Huh?
Yeah, I remember. That was your friend. I
All
met
right.
her through you.
Right. All right. So anyway, she was a female, DJ entertainer. So the three of us used to go up there and sing, you know. And one day the youth named one guy we deal with Benny Medina, the original Benny Medina, came up to us and
Yeah.
said, okay, welcome to Sony Records, no, to Warner Brothers, and gave us a record deal right there and then. You
Mhm.
know, we were linked up with Matt Robinson at the time. He was the manager. Our
Yo, it's
veteran
crazy.
Matt.
That was my next question. I was gonna tell you to tell Donnie Bills about Matt Robinson and Funky Reggae, but you're talking about it
Yeah,
right now. But go
so
ahead.
yeah,
Tell
so so Matt decided to manage us and put the deal together. But he was supposed to get a album deal, myself, Kenny Yatta, and Little Levi, representing his crew called the Funky Reggae Crew. But instead he had a compilation. He got a little wise. And he put a compilation. He put Daddy Yo and Queen Latifah and them cat from Step and Shoot, a bunch of whatever song, you know what I mean, which was all good, instead of pushing I, you know what I mean. But then again, God was looking out for me at that time too, because after I did that, I ended up working with Def Jeff, you know what I mean, and doing, I was already doing my shows in LA. You know what I mean? So now I got a record deal on Warner Brothers. I have a single coming out, you know what I mean? And that's all I needed, as part of Jug in LA. Right? So I had that song was on the radio. Then I link up with Dev Jeff and Boss, and that was a hit also. You know what I mean? So now my folks have seen me on TV, like I said I was, you know what I mean? So that was that's what I came to do, like I said, right? And I told them as a youth that, hey, I ain't gonna be watching TV, I'm gonna be on the fucking TV. You feel me? And we've been on the TV ever since. The life has been a mystery and everybody a pre-wee, you see it all the while,
Yeah.
Yeah. So from them time they so we say what we do and we do what we say, Yeah.
You did that.
Blood.
Did that. I remember you was like, when you start going on tour, you hit me up like, man, I'm about to go on tour with Wailing Souls, and you was on another tour and another tour, and that's like, man,
it kept on going, bro. We were around the world, bro. We went on tour with Carlos Santana, bro. And we were on tour with Santana for like 2 summers. Then we were on tour with Bob Dylan, bro. We were opening up for Bob Dylan, that wasn't no rap event at the time. There was, what I'm saying? Rap events, was big, but it wasn't big like a fucking Bob Dylan, Listen, bro. We what's that, bro? What
said Carlos Santana ran the world at one point.
Yeah, man, we were doing shows for like 80,000 people, man, like constantly, 70,000 people, bro. Red Rocks, California. The biggest show we did was in Chicago, the festival on July 4th every year, and there was 104,000 people in attendance, bro. 104,000 people, legend. We're rocking that, you know what I mean? I'm like, boy, you know what I mean? That was the, I'm like, man, I was on top of the world. Then we got nominated for the Grammy at that time too, I was actually now I was on in Asia somewhere. I was when Boss was getting ready to do the video for Def Jam, the deeper video. We were in Indonesia. You know what I mean? So they called me. I was in Indonesia, but them time we don't have no cell phone like that, So I had to call in to get messages. You know what I mean? They in town doing the video, and I was already out of the country. You know what I mean? So I couldn't get in the video. And I didn't know why, I felt like I was supposed to be in the video to the people them can see, because that's a big song up to today, A few days ago, my daughter was driving. One of my first kids was driving, and she was listening to XM radio, and the song came on, the deeper song came on, and it was Boss featuring Papa Jug, and she called my kids and said, "Is that Dad?" But she herself never heard that song, That song's still playing, bro. You know what I mean? In New York, that song still plays, on the East Coast, That's old school rap, them New York niggas like the old school shit, you know what I mean? So, But yeah, my brother, that was the good old days, man.
Yeah, man. I always want to thank you too, Juggy. Check this out, Donnie Bills.
Yes, sir.
Y'all be here, get IRIE with the spliffs and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like start smoking when we like right before we met Juggy, right? Like just right before. And he didn't just come up, what I'm saying? He like a true OG. He just didn't give us no spliff. We just smoking weed or whatever. Brother, he always told us, bro, at night, man, read your Psalms, man. You know what I'm saying? Read the Kings, you know what I'm saying? Get into the whole culture. So when we started doing our locks, we couldn't just twist our hair up around Juggy. No, we had to go see the elders. We had to get our locks washed in real cactus juice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big ceremonies, you know what I'm saying? Where they used to make a chalice out of a carrot. And, you know what I'm saying? Juggy exposed all that to me. He just didn't bring me, no, we saying getting high and giggling and eating cupcakes. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what was crazy about that moment right there? Looking at me now and looking at you now, what was crazy about that? What you remember about that? What's so kind of ironic and different? You tell me. I wasn't a dread. I was always a ras in my hat. I had no dreadlocks at the time. My hair was
No.
my hair was like my bro hair right here. You know what I mean? I was a fly dude. I always shaved my hair. I was a pretty boy. You know what I mean? You know. And these guys was, you know, but I was coming from the islands, listening to that kind of vibe and growing up in that vibe. So I was already a ras from a youth. So I was like, brother, if you guys gonna do this, bro, I know how to do this. This is the right way. It's like a call. You see, Rastafari, but what people don't understand is this is a calling. A true ras, you know, get a calling. Now, you know, you might not realize it's a calling you got at the moment, or some people might realize you got that calling, and some people hold that calling, like myself, forever. Some people hold it in the heart, some people trim, you know what I mean? Whatever, you know what I mean? But you get that calling, you know what I mean? And the calling is like is a vibe like where it's like, you know, like Christ is a man. You feel it's a calling like telling you, okay, are you ready to be like Christ in his kingly character? So Christ now in his kingly character is a guy that didn't shave his head and stuff like that, and he lived by certain ways. So I and I now as a rat have to try, you know what I mean, to try to live as close as possible to that style. Which is, you know what I mean? Some of us could merely, you know what I mean? But that's the kind of calling I got because when I tell her that from the heart, I remember saying to myself, okay, man, I'll never put my dread. I didn't think I was going to put my dread. I know I was a ras growing up, you know what I mean? But one day I was on tour in Indonesia and I just got a spiritual awakening. I said, okay, when I come back to the States, that's it. You know what I mean? And that was my first dread. You know what I mean? I said, that's it. You know what I mean? So I had, you know, I felt that vibe like, okay, it's that time. You know what I mean? You know? And we still carry that. You check what I'm saying to you. Yeah, you know? Yeah.
Too. You was like, I'm gonna do it when it's time. And I always felt
Exactly.
that. I was like,
Exactly. When is the right time? Nothing happened before the time. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was a calling. I just kind of felt. That's why I know I lived that moment. So I can tell you that's a moment that's real, that comes to you. You know what I mean? Like, all right, because that's a big, especially back then, you know, when you guys put your dread, it was like your mom looking at it like, well, your mom was always a rude lady. So when I say a rude lady, a real Afrocentric kind of woman, a road girl, you know what I mean? A real down to it. That's my sister. That's like, you know what I mean? You know, Shaista was my friend. She called me from time to time. We'd talk, you know, from time to time, you know, because we were, you know, stuff like that. And you remember down to your grandma, beautiful old Nola.
You know what that was? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a grandma's boy, so like, man, you know my Nola, man.
Yeah, I used to come in there and I used to go and give her a hug, and she always used to make me come close to her because you know she liked how I smell, you know, and she liked my cologne, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Johnny, my grandmother used to love Juggy's cologne, Cuddy.
yeah, man.
That's why my cologne game is so cold right now, because Juggy used to kill him, man.
You killer. I remember, bro. I'm telling you, even I'm
Hey,
telling you, bro.
Cologne is a true judge of character.
Yeah, we set the trend, man. You know, we are real trend, you know, trendsetter from long time. You know what I mean? We come original, and you know, we just certain vibe we pick up and we just add on to it, and we just move on. You know what I mean? Yeah. But as we're talking about, you know, the future and what's going on right now, you know, with the pandemic and everything that's going on, now we can see it each other. We have to, you know, do the virtual thing, and you know, and you listen to the music, Warrior. Well, thank you, you and your brethren, V-Love, the great V-Love. You know, give me a cameo in my latest video. I really appreciate that, you know, from my heart. You know, that was so fucking cool.
Worries. That's a catchy song, man. As soon as I put it on, I'll be singing all day.
That was a cool moment because I came right back to the hood from New York to come back here to film that, and then you know you and you know right in Lamar Park, and you and Villa was right there. So that, you know what I mean? And anytime I see the video and the clippings and thing, you know, I give thanks for that moment, I think. But that video is doing very well and the song is doing very well, you know. You know, so we're giving thanks for that, you know. Yeah, man. We're very busy with the song Worry. The song Worry is telling people that you have to stop worrying about, you know, the current situation or the past situation, because 90% of what you worry about will never happen anyway. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Just stay focused and just love the life God give you, and don't be envy of another man things. What is to be must be. You know what I mean? Where there's a will, there's a way. Is it? So if you feel like there's something out there for you, just go and get it. You know what I mean? Sky's always the limit. You know what I mean? So you just have to go
Focus
and
on
get
the
it.
future.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. And stop creating doubt in your head. Doubt is only creating debt. You know what I mean? You understand? So you have us. So
So
you
Hey,
have to you have to.
where can we hear the music, Juggy?
What's that, my brother?
Where can we hear the music?
You can get the music
Where-
on all digital platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. You know what I mean? Look at Papa Joggy. You know, and you could check me out on Samuel, aka Papa Joggy, on Facebook. Just pull up Papa Joggy, and you must find there's only one like me, right? You know, and
Oh
yeah, man, and you can find me, a bunch of me clippings on YouTube and thing.
yeah, that's
You know,
right. You know, like, yeah.
yeah, man, respect, blessed, you see it, much love. You see, most people know me as Papa Joggy when I'm featured with Wailing Souls, right, legend? But most people don't
Yeah,
know Papa Joggy, the solo artist. So now I'm like reintroducing myself to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when I just come, like I said, we know for the Grammys, we did all the Sunsplash, all that stuff. You know what I mean? We did all the collabs. You know what I mean? Hey, talking about collabos. Remember I did a song with a group called For Sure. What you remember that group?
yeah, yeah.
Then I did a song with a group called what was that group called? They were Easy's group, man. And Charlie B is the one that put that thing together. Remember Charlie B?
Marlon Mall,
Huh?
Marlon Mall, and the Good and Plenty crew.
Yeah, I did a song with them, back in the day. Hey, bro, I'm talking
Yeah.
about do you remember, man? Mr. You remember
Hey,
going back?
whatever happened? How come you never did that stuff with Michael Bivins? What happened with that? When you supposed to do something with Michael Bivins?
Yeah, listen with that. This is the deal. This nigga called me all the way from I think it was in Germany. It was somewhere out of the country. He called me and tell me, yeah, man, I was checking this stuff out and whoop to whoop, and I want you to do this help me with this production and this writing, for the group, was it a bad creation was the name?
Yeah,
Another
yeah,
bad,
that's
was it
right. Right.
another bad creation or something like that? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right. So yeah, man. So anyway, and I said, all right, bet, you know what I mean? And then, we linked and we talk and whatever, and then he came back and he never linked me. But I had his number, and I just never called him either, because I figure, it was what it was at the time, you know what I mean? He knew that he had made a commitment to me like he did with a lot of other people, you know what I mean? At the time. So I was like, I wasn't gonna rush him, you know what I mean? Yeah. And one time I was up in Shadow Hills, bro. You know where that is? You know where Shadow
Mm-hmm.
Hills is? Yeah, I was
Yeah.
up in there, and I pull up at one store and I look up to my left, and just my wife and I look up and I saw Ricky, so he was, his girl had came out his Range Rover, and he, went out, to the store,
Yeah.
and then and my girl was in the driver's seat and she'd gone out too, and I had a spliff. So he looked down and I looked up because I was in a car, and he looked up and I see it was him, so he didn't really recognize me at the time, you know what I mean? So I came out the car. That nigga got so fucking scared, bro. He thought I was about to jack his ass, you know what I mean? So I said, yeah, I remember me, man. He's like, huh? I said, man, Papa Juggy, man, the Soul Brothers and whooped you. We say, yeah, man, Papa Juggy. At first and then, all right, that's it. We just break bread and, I said, much love and whoop, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's my
Let me
little
ask you
folks
this.
back.
You always think I be tripping and stuff, and I be like, man, I know you could do that style because you got your own style different from all the other DJs and toasters, bro, shot. But you can do, Shaba, Mad Lion, or whatever the case may be. You could do all those styles. You know what I'm saying? Just like KRS-One. You could do those, but you still do your own style and you do your own record. Like how do you keep your own style when, like I said, everybody's kind of like got the same tone? What is it? How
Well,
you stay original?
well, this is the deal. You have to, when you have experience like I and I, you have to find a tone,
Mm-hmm.
that first of all, I'm my own biggest critic, you know. So I had to find a tone I was comfortable with, and I actually test it out before I test out several tones before I get comfortable with what I'm about to give you out there officially. You know, so you get it, you know. So and then after a while of doing that, you know what really works. So I figured that's my style, that's my voice, that's my tone, that's for me. That's or you know, I originate that, you know what I mean? You know? So I don't have to be like Shaba, Buju or Beanie or nobody, you know, because I have my own style. Now a lot of guys sing other people's style because they're not confident in their own style. You see what I'm saying? They don't feel they could reach places, you know? You know what I mean? With their own style, they gotta copy a guy's style. You know. So I have to do my own style. And if you don't like my style, go suck your blood, that mother boy. You see it? So you know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So you know, being I remember in the early '90s, everything I did, bro, I got paid. You know what I mean? And I my stuff was on radio each time. So I'm not a guy that hadn't had that success before. You know what I mean? You know? So I was never desperate. And all over the years when I kept quiet and cool, I could have been out there in clubs and grinding, you know, but no, I became an entrepreneur in other different forms and opened up several businesses and raised my family and you know what I mean? And still see some of my same friends that they still live in the same zone, the same area code, the same places, the same homes, the same, you know what I mean? Drive the same cars. They did decades a year, and I done turned over so much, you know what I mean, in that time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And set an example for my youth them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
really respect that too, man. Because like I said, I know you can do Beanie Man style. I know you could do Vibe Cartel style, but you was like, I don't want to do that because that's them. I'm gonna do me.
that's them.
Man,
Yeah.
I
So
respect
now,
that, man.
so back to the question now. So now that I have I've done got comfortable in my own style, you know, and I resurfaced in 2017, 2018. I went on 2 US tours with William Souls, and I was opening up the shows for William Souls, you know, and I started creating a buzz. You know what I mean? And some people said to me, I sound like this person or I sound like culture, you know what I mean? I said, okay, if you say I sound like culture, oh, that's okay, that's new. Then I said, well, that's an honor because I rate culture and I rate William Souls, you know, because I worked with them for decades, right? And then other people start telling me, yeah, man, you sound like culture. And, you know, I said, I don't sound like culture. That's because culture is dead, rest is soul, right? But that's just my style. So I said, okay, all right. During the pandemic, I got back to New York in 2017, opened up the CBD store over there. You know, Brooklyn is a place flat, but from right there, enough money will come and check me over there. So enough artists pass through and check me, enough reggae artists, Ian Sweetness, you know what I mean? Naturally, Squitchy Dan, Papa Michigan from Michigan, and Smiley West sing. Mind your with diseases and all them, and they come and check me in my store. So I kind of felt, okay, when you're in New York, you get vibes again. So I pick up the mic again and start to sing and perform again, right?
Yeah.
And then people start to. One of my sister named Becco, because Becco anyway, she there in Brooklyn. You know, she said to me, Juggy, you know, I like what you're doing. You know, you're successful in this and that, but I know you're an artist, and I need you to do something, you know, to be relevant right now. You know what I mean? She said, I think, he just tell me, I think you just need to record. You just need to come out. You need to, you know, stop playing the same old songs you recorded back then. We're going to stop. We want to hear some new stuff. We want to hear the new Papa Juggy. You know what I mean? And when she said that, I was already in my zone, you know? So I said, all right, well, I'm going back to LA. So I know my top producers there, my Grammy nominated producers there. I know exactly who to check. So I just said, okay. I said, when I come back to New York, I'm gonna come back with some heat. You know what I mean? And when I came back with some heat. You know what I mean? And that was the end of last summer. So we started shooting the video there with all my original brethren. If you look at the video, some of these people I know for a lifetime. These guys I grew up with, legend. You know what I mean? That's my original brethren. Them and my kids in this video. So it means my mom is in that video, my granddaughter is in that video. You know, so you was in that video. You know what I mean? So it meant a lot to me. So for them to see me when she said be relevant again. Like tell I'm gonna come back, and I come back and I start to lick them with the Warrior song. The Warrior song start to play all over the Caribbean, in Jamaica, in St. Lucia, in Africa, in Europe. You know what I mean? It's all over everywhere now. You know what I mean? You know, and it's just getting started. You know what I mean? So, and I'm backing that up with a new single called Mama. You know what I mean? Gonna really start in time for Mother's Day. You know, so and now she proud of me. Because she said, yeah,
Yeah.
Juggy, you know what I mean? Look at what we just did. Because I have her in the video. She's my sister that has the white glasses in the video, you know? And just all, you know, showing my, you know what I mean? She just believes in me, you know what I mean? You know, so, you know what I mean? And I had to tell her, well, yeah, you know, when she told me that they were in the park smoking some high grade in New York, that you need to get relevant. And she said it in a different kind of vibe, you know? She didn't say, like, Juggy, I need to be relevant, you know? She just said, you know, feel like you have the talent, you know, you need to start doing something again, right? You know what I mean? And she see me do it and thing, and now we're doing it big. You know what I mean? So yeah. And we just start to come legend. This project we on there right now called the Warrior Project. You know what I mean? We did 2 extra videos. I actually did 4 different videos for that one particular single. You know what I mean? I have 2 videos. I have a dance movie video where I released 2 Saturdays ago that was filmed in Africa. And I have a second dance video that was filmed also in Africa, you know. And it's all on my not on YouTube. It's on some of it might be on YouTube, but it's all on my Facebook page, Samuel aka Papa Juggy page. You know, I have my own, you know, I'm building my own network here of us, you understand? And you can find us there. We have you know, in the last 10 days we got up to 80,000 views on them two, you know what I mean, on them 2 videos, you know, in about 10 days, you know. So I mean, you know, and that's just
Now, that's
organic
smart
videos,
right
right?
there. That's smart
Huh?
right there. If you when you put it on YouTube, it's hot, you know, so you got 80,000 views. People gonna start taking it and posting on YouTube, so it get watered down. Now, if it's only
Right.
on Facebook, you can centralize the viewership, monetize
Mm,
faster.
mm,
Even though, like you said, people could take it off Facebook and throw it on YouTube, but it's not already
mm,
in the swap meet. They gotta at least
mm.
come get it first before they can take
Exactly.
it over there, though. So that'll be beneficial for you too on the rollout. That's hard.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
You know. Mm. So,
Hey, but
so,
hey, you know
so,
what's funny
so
too?
Oh
people
man,
got
look at
fire.
that. Oh, let me get my dog again, man. I see you. Hey, look at this dog. Beautiful
Hey,
kid.
you know what's funny?
Mm.
My favorite
Yeah,
way to
we.
charge me.
Eh?
I was telling Donnie Bills my favorite way to psych Juggy up before a show, and I still fuck with him to this day. I said it today. Now watch this, Juggy. Hey, Donnie Bills.
You know,
Donnie Bills.
what's the deal?
What did I used to tell you before
Yeah.
every football game? What I used to ask you,
Yes, you outside. Don't do that. What you said?
what I used to ask you before every football game.
Oh, really? Oh, was I nervous?
Yeah. I've been saying that to Juggy for 25 years. That's what I
Yeah.
always ask.
Yeah, was
I'm
I
like,
nervous? Nigga, hey, cause look, Juggy. I used to before the
Yeah.
games. I used to you know, say you got a game at what you 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever, right? You know, you
Right.
in the locker room by 3 o'clock, chilling, you know, bullshitting. Not me, bro. By 4:20, bro, I was full pads, helmet on, strapped up. The game ain't for 2 more hours. I'm just standing there ready, just looking at the field, full
That's it, bro.
strapped up. They used to walk by, hey man, walk into the stadium. You know, you got to walk by the locker room to get into the bleachers and shit. Hey man, you nervous? Hell no, I ain't nervous, nigga. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you got to. That's it. That's how you do it, man. Like if I have something
yeah,
going on, I mightn't act nervous, bro. But I just got over the nervousness before you came at me because I've been thinking about that shit for like 8 hours before showtime. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
The
yeah,
night
for
before.
sure.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm already seasoned. I already did the show in my
Hey, I'm
head
gonna
about
give
10 times.
y'all a
Eh?
secret. I only say that. I'm gonna give you the secret. I only say that to people that I know that's ready.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh
I know
yeah.
Yeah,
that. I'll
yeah,
tell you that because
If, I was,
I'm like
if you was nervous, you'd be in the cut somewhere.
yeah.
after
You'd
you
be
told me that
chilling.
2 or 3 or 4 times, I'm like, all right, this dude only says that because you know I'm always repeating. You know what I mean? You know, yeah.
Yeah,
You could have asked. You come ask you if you're nervous, and then you go.
Listen, so listen to this. When was the last time you saw When was the last time you saw Tupac alive? Legend.
man. in 93.
Was that the show I did up with Beanie Man and Jugger Man? I brought Def Jeff up in there at the Kingston 12 in Santa Monica.
Probably so.
All right. I just go back. That was the last time I saw him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. Even and I saw Ital Joe that night also. You remember that night though, right?
I
At
remember that night.
Kingston
Ah,
12.
that's the night Idol Joe had the black BMW.
The Benz. Black
The
Benz.
Benz, yeah, it was up in the
Yeah.
front. Yeah.
You know who was in that? You know who was in attendance that day in the audience? Who was in the backstage area, sit down right next to us? Miss
Who's
Parker.
that?
Miss Parker, the real
Wow,
Miss Parker from the Prime too,
wow.
from Boys in the Hood. Yeah, she was at that show. Yeah,
I remember
'cause I
Juggy used to take
remember.
us to the Velodrome in Dominguez.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
remember we performed there together.
yeah, yeah. So I
Yeah,
used to
that's
bring
the
you.
day Idol
Listen. Hold on. Go ahead. I got something for you, bro.
Joe,
Go ahead.
right? Juggy
Yeah,
was meeting Juggy to perform, right? It was it was a pack, right? And we knew the dudes from the hip hop era that was kind of promoting the show, and they were just fucking with us to get in. Man, Idol Joe came over there with a big ass machete. It was peeling the mango with it. It was like, hey man, just said a Jamaican talk, like, man, what's the problem over here? But they let us in so fast. That shit was classic. He had
man.
a big ass machete to cut a mango. That was classic.
Show off my brother and God rest his soul. You know who Ital Joe is, my brother?
Yeah.
Do you know who Ital Joe is? The one reggae artist on all. He's the one reggae artist on all Death Row music. When you hear that Hailey Mary, run quick, see Hailey Mary, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And do you wanna die, 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 die,
Yeah.
die, die? That was my brethren, Ital Joe, and he passed away, in a car accident and shit. He was original. So legend, let me take you back to one of the last we have some historical moment. That's why I say you're gonna be doing the movie. You already talked about doing the life story of Papa Juggy, right?
Yeah.
Listen to this. The last show Eric B and Rakim did together in California. Where they did that show?
LA Coliseum.
The last show Eric B and Rakim did together?
The Palace or the Coliseum?
At the Palace. Who opened that show?
That's right.
Who opened that show, bro?
That's right.
Who opened that show?
Damn.
I opened that show, bro. I opened that show and you guys was dancing my dances on that show, bro.
That's right, Cuddy.
And fucking Bobby, my brother Bobby was standing behind fucking. Bobby was standing behind fucking Eric B's coffins before he came on stage. You know what I mean?
That's right. I remember that. Man, how did I forget that memory, Cuddy?
How you forget? That's the last show these guys did together, bro. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, well, back in the day before they broke up. You know what I mean? We opened that show, bro. I opened that show. You guys was on stage with me, bro. I'll never forget that, Because guess what happened, man? That same Ital Joe, one of my buddies, we were in a club. We were in a club called Hollywood Live back then. Bobby Brown was out there with us also, and he had just given Ital Joe a Maxima, a brand new Maxima.
I know that. Yeah.
All right, so my boy, Burro, God rest his soul. Him and I was sparring together that night. So we saw Ital Joe, and we jump in. We were doing some parking lot pimping. You know what I mean? Cause the club over, and there's hundreds in the pile. So, anyways, my boy jumped in the front seat of Ital Joe's Maxima, and I jumped in the back seat. You know what I mean? Now, Ital Joe used to wear this big rope chains, you know what I mean? Big old fucking metal like a plate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my homie stole Ital Joe's chain. Ital Joe didn't know, but Ital Joe took it off and put it down, in the passenger seat on the floor in his hat. And my boy jumped in the car, saw it, you know what I mean? I thought Joe trust us enough have us in his car, but that was our boy, you know what I mean? But this my other cat was scandalous, bro, so he stole the chain, bro. So I thought Joe fought when I conspired, so he was, like after me and shit, So we go from being friends to like enemies over this big chain, right? So we're getting ready to perform. We're getting ready to perform at the Palace, that show with Eric B and Rakim, you know what I mean? And he comes in and I ain't seen him since that shit happened. You know what I mean? I know he after me. But I ain't tell you guys nothing. Because it's just me alone. It's just me and you guys. It's showtime. I'm not even in gangster mode, which I should have been, you know what I mean? So he came with his killer, and he said, yeah, man, and this killer looking at me like, yeah, like, all right, So I just called my fucking brother Bobby and Nevin, And because there was about to come to the show anyway. So I said, yeah, hurry up, pussy. I said, hurry up, supposed to there, my bread, I said, my brother come with this big blood clot long 10 millimeter, until I tell Joe, say, if you touch my little brother tonight, you're dead tonight. Right? And they say, no man, Bobby, man, no man, no man, no man. And him and Bobby became very close friends after that. And then we got close again because I told him the whole story. I said, bro, I wasn't thirsty like that, bro. Homeboy stole your chain and he went and melted that for a different chain. You know what I mean? That was just a game back then. You know what I mean? Niggas want to floss chains and shit. You know what I mean? Them way, niggas was hungry. Niggas was selling, you know what I mean? Niggas was doing, that was like, I'm telling you, bro, that was in the 80s, late 80s. You know what I mean? Niggas was hungry, thirsty. We was living behind the slots and swap meet, bro. You know what happened back there behind the slots and swap meet, legend? Fucking nothing but fucking bodies used to be the alleys back there, bro. Every fucking couple of days, bro, you see the cops back there in my alley back there. You remember when I had that spot in the back, behind the swap meet, right? Slots,
bro,
so 58,
man,
58 and Denker. You know how many times them gangsters come and try to get me out of there, bro?
Bro, that's when I knew that. That's when you knew I liked you and Uncle Tony, because I said they got a spot in 60 Hood. Either they well loved or they not no
problem. What they from the hood?
Bro. I had my whole, when I first came, bro, the first thing I did was I got a 4-4. First thing I did. I
but the
touched
OGs
down.
loved y'all. Those them youngsters, the OGs loved y'all.
Yeah. I mean, everybody loved us really, but it's just who that didn't know us. And when my brother came, Bobby came. Bobby was more flashy than I am. So Bobby Bobby wore all this, bigger jewelry and had his gun and him and gold, and they party 7 nights a week, and you know what I mean, stuff like that. They were everywhere in clubs, you know what I mean, getting thin, while I was staying home trying to be thick. You know what I mean? Trying to keep my, you know what I mean, my solidarity. You understand, bro? Trying to become a young man, right? And that same Ital Joe, bro. That same Ital Joe brethren, after me and him have a bad back. After me and him, link, everything went back together, I was having my first kid, Ashley, Ashley. And I went to the movies. I come out to the movie theater up in Westwood, and he was going into the movie theater in the parking lot at the time, and he said, "Why, Juggy, them just kill your brethren?" I said, "Which brethren?" I had another brethren of mine named Dev, and they killed him on in front of Stone's Jamaican store on 67 on Hyde Park over there. You know what I mean? Right opposite that Church's Chicken over there. They keep right there, and that's when the war started, bro. You know what I mean? And that's when the war started, And from that time, we had to just we had to either become, gangsters, real gangsters, you know what I mean, or family men, So I decided to move out to LA, you know what I mean? And then I got a bunch of babies, and I didn't want to leave them babies behind. So I said, I ain't going back in the hood, So I began to start, building up my, my vibe and doing my thing, When niggas see me today, legend, honestly, when niggas see me in LA today, niggas think it's a ghost they seeing, because niggas didn't see me in 20 years, bro. You know what I mean? Even when I came and do that little filming with you, we're doing the show over there, I'm coming from an hour and a half away, where niggas ain't seeing me in the hood.
I'm like,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, niggas ain't seeing me. You know.
Like this nigga pop up, then he come he gone, then you say 2017, nigga was in New York. That was when we was doing our shit with the West Los Scandalous. I'm like, this nigga hopped on the flight and shit. I fucked with the nigga, he was just next to him. Got that
Yeah,
man,
man,
talking about
that's
he in
it.
St. Louis and shit. Who is
Yeah,
this
now
nigga?
right now, right here. I'm back in LA right now. I've been here. I've been in LA since I'm up in the hills. I've been up here since I've been here since around New Year's. Right, I came here for New Year to be with my kids and and stuff like that. And
Oh, that's
it
why the
got so
energy
it got
is good, man.
yeah,
You got Irish back, man. You
yeah,
know.
it got so cold in fucking New York. New York had one of the coldest winters, bro. So I'm like, fuck, nigga, I'm sitting out of here, bro. But I'm getting ready to go back there next weekend, bro. In like 2 weeks. So I want to do some scene with, you know.
Yeah, filming this weekend because we it's the final season. We got to go out with a bang, literally.
Yeah, that's it. I was thinking Sunday, bro. I should do that Sunday. Let's do that Sunday, bro. I'm done for that, Let's do that last scene and then get ready for that, whatever,
You
I
do it
have
to the
everything in
crib,
mind, bro.
man. Get
I have
shit in.
I have one of my Iranian soldiers with me, One of my boys
Cool.
is a real Armenian, he has a look, you know what I mean? The drug dealer look, So we could,
Yeah,
yeah.
2 or 3 scenes though.
Eh?
Yeah.
At least 2, 3 quick scenes though.
Definitely, we'll talk off of this thing,
For
man.
the season finale, everybody coming together for the season finale.
Yeah.
And then wrap it up. Yeah.
We could do some
man.
insurance shit too. Cutting down the street from my house, the factory just burned down, so we could play something like, we trying to get some income off of that. We got the little footage in the back of the shit burned down, and we gonna collect on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was,
Like we're having a big meeting, and shit burned
yeah,
down. We're having a meeting, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, my
yeah.
bro? We coming back together and then we have
In
been,
fact,
I've been doing all this and do.
The young bucks, we fucked up. Ain't shit supposed to really be burning down. So that's where Jack and Mad comes in. You're like, hey man, that's how you get that back.
That's it, huh? Is that my property?
I'm gonna bring you up to speed. Since you've been gone from the your character been gone from the episode.
Right.
These cats came into a list with
Uh-huh.
all kind of foul cops and shit. So they either extorting them or knocking them off one by one. So
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah, so they have that shit. It's a sophisticated hustle now.
Okay.
So hey, let me make the nigga burn this shit down. I'm gonna tell the politician you gotta burn it up, man.
Based it on what you said, they in over their head. They way up there, Juggy. They way up there. But we're gonna do this.
I gotta come back and level things out again.
Yeah. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Go out.
Now
Yeah.
So the next season, you're gonna really think about the whole world, right?
Yeah.
Next season we making big moves, or like major moves, Yeah. No, that sounds good, man. I already have it in my head. I'm natural, bro. You have it in my head, bro. Yeah, man. But all is good, man. All is good. That is the Almighty, Yeah. So let me ask.
Man.
Let me ask you, how the item doing with the pandemic and thing? The item know that just a phase and that too shall pass, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And it's kind of good, and it's kind of bad, but it's kind of good also. Like I said, it's like a reset, So you have to know, where you're ready for, come back from. You know what I mean? Everybody got a fresh start. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like everybody all are stronger.
Everybody got everybody have a fresh start. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, everybody's staying tight.
That's what's up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It shows you where you was really at, though. All that shit guys been talking all the last 4 or 5 years, and something go down, the world freeze up. Really showed you who was standing on business, standing on 10, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, niggas. One of the fittest are surviving this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to fit in this time. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Like
It's only the real man.
What you say? I didn't hear you. What you say, bro?
Said only the real hustlers made it through the pandemic. You feel me? If you know how to hustle, then you'll be all right.
That's it, bro. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, and that's why I'm blessed. I'm blessed with that hustle ability. So I learned that from my yard. So like I felt like it's good for me, bro. You know what I mean? You know, it's really good to me. You know, so yeah,
Yeah.
man. God is the Almighty, man. I'm able to thrive in this time and still come out and do my independent project and be able to finance my own videos and finance my own, you know, my own thing and everything I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I have a clothing line out right now. You know, I mean, the Juggalo, you know, clothing line is out right now. You know what I mean? You know,
That's hard.
like I said, getting ready to do the next single we're gonna record this weekend. You know what I mean? For Mama, you know, and that's gonna, you know, yeah. So we want to, it's Grammy we're going for, you know. We're going for Grammy. We got the Grammy nomination with Waiting Soul, so that means we could do it, right? And I've done it before, so we could get it done again. You know what I mean? So, you know, skies, you have to think big. You think big, you act big, and then you get big. Don't mind
Yeah.
anybody that tell you, especially if you didn't grow up with no fucking golden spoon on your mouth. You know what I mean? If you have to start from like how I start, it's always like this. We always have that big thought. I think big, then we start to act big. You know what I mean? And then we get big. So it's said.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
right.
for me, know them thing there. You know what I mean? You can't feel me. You can't feel. You know, can't feel my lad. Yeah.
Oh, glad you came through to kick it with us, Juggy. We see you
Yeah, my
what
blood.
Sunday coming.
Yeah, my blood. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir.
We'll
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
again
we're gonna
soon. So we'll talk again soon. So you will send me the location. You know what I mean?
so when we finish this season, we only got like what we say 4 episodes, Donnie Bills. We'll cut down from 6 to 4.
I thought we cut it down from 8 to 6.
No, not
Oh,
all
we,
together. We got 6 more left, but you're gonna cut it to 4,
okay.
right?
I see what you're saying. Man, you know,
Yeah,
you calling the plays. Whatever you signal in, I'm calling it out.
4 or 5 because of the pandemic. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we gonna hit them with some heat though. We gonna push.
let's get on your solo shit.
So listen, my
I'm
bro.
ready.
You know, I always bigging up whenever I do an interview, and I always try my best to remember to big up the TV show. You know, a lot of people
Yeah,
in New York City know about the TV show. A lot of people in the Caribbean in Saint Lucia know about the TV show.
yeah,
Actually,
season 1, like on my my stat sheet, my
yeah,
analytics. Man,
mm,
St. Lucia was like up there, man, for a long time. I was like,
yeah,
wow, the guy putting in work.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But
Number one,
it will get like
it
that
was always
again because
mistake. We
we,
had
we
more
have a
views.
we have a bigger platform now too, so it's even
Mhm.
better now. You know, now the platform things the doors are wide open now. You know, so yeah.
yeah, we done all leveled up, man. You know, it's been
Mhm.
3-4 years, so we done all leveled this
Mhm.
shit up. Now
Yeah,
it's
right,
time,
right,
like you
right.
say, 4 episodes really push them like we do it on the music. You got a hot single, push it.
Yeah,
2 videos to it, push it. Then you got the next one ready on it, push it, roll it out the right way. So you know, I think
that's
we
it,
all in
bro.
the yeah.
That's it. That's it. Remember, guys, always remember not to fail. And the only
Yeah,
way you're not failing is if you plan. You understand? So you also plan not to fail because if you order to be failing to plan, right? Just always know
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean? From you know that and you have the vision, the item have the vision already, you know. So we can make it happen, brother. You know, we must make it happen. See? So yeah, my
yeah.
brothers. All right. I was watching the
Yes,
Laker
sir.
game before I was watching the Laker game before I was really interrupted. No, just kidding. So let me see
It'll
the
be on,
let me see
it'll be on
let me see the
YouTube.
Laker.
You can
No,
watch
no,
it on
man, it's all
YouTube
good.
later.
No, man,
so
LeBron ain't
yeah,
playing. Ain't no thing to me. This is work to me. You know how I roll, bro. This is work to me.
yeah,
I'm
man.
just kidding, bro. You know how I roll. Saying, come here, my fans them looking into me, people them looking into. God bless everyone.
Yeah,
And we'll link, all right, brother? My love.
Yeah,
hey, hey,
appreciate it,
bless
Blessed
up.
bro.
love. Blessed love.
Love,
Rastafari.
bro.
Blessed aspect. Yeah, man.
Oh, but yeah, Donnie Bills.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Buddy. One of the OGs once again.
Yeah, man, Jockey crazy, man.
Yeah, man. We got a crazy cat coming through next week. Now, this is a different type of game. I got to show you all sides, Donnie Bills. But if I'm going to show
Yeah,
you all sides, I'm going to show you the best side of the all sides. You dig?
yeah.
So, we got our boy on Goose the Great.
Okay.
Yeah, he's something else, man. Yeah, he a different type of game, Donnie Bills. He
Mm.
said, oh, yeah, I got to go and kick him that game. He was like, So I'm gonna tell him how to get rid of baby mama drama control. No, I'm gonna tell him how to get rid of child support. I was like, how you gonna do that, Gooch? He said, I'm gonna tell him how to put that go in the car, you know what I'm saying, and make that call. I was
How
like,
to what? How to what? You said how to what?
put some Yola in the car and then make that call when your baby's mama go to work. I like
Oh
your
yeah,
call.
I thought about that one though. I ain't gonna lie, Cuddy. That's my last resort though. Drop some little yay on a bitch. And then you feel me, be like, you know what I'm saying? That's right though. That's how you do. So you leave it in the baby. Look, you put it in the baby's bag during the last transfer. You put it in the bag.
Yeah, that's what they say. Old school. This should be a humdinger.
Nah, but somebody told me my baby mama and her nigga was doing cocaine, so I might just do that. Right, Cuddy. So they might well just make the call. I ain't gotta play in there, Cuddy.
That's right, Tracy. Gooch made it.
Somebody, we still on live. Okay, somebody in her family told me that, so I'm gonna just make the call. I ain't even
Yeah. That's what that is, Cuddy. The episode. That's the Mississippi Cross. That's that cross. When you do something like that. Cross. Yeah, that's what that is.
Put the word in, send the bird out.
Cold. Oh, he got to play no more child support. But yeah, Cuddy Mac.
Yeah, that's real.
So you open Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday I'm free at about 2:00.
Yeah. I gotta do hip hop dance stories at 2.
Oh, at
3.
2.
What
you trying to do later in the evening, or you trying to do because in the morning?
3 o'clock.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'll be here.
Yeah.
And then I got some little, we can use the crib in a certain little spots in the area we can hit.
K-Born's coming in. Tracy, remember K-Born? Crazy ass. He's helping to play the crooked DA. So he's coming crazy. So that's all right. So get your mind ready for that, Donnie Bills.
K-Born.
He ain't coming to lock you up. He's coming to make a deal.
Shit, he better.
Yeah, other pressure.
He better, man.
Yeah. So cutting back. That's why this out, bro. Shot.
Yeah, man. Shit. When Jacket came and broke it all down. You know what it is, man. He said, stay in your own lane, control your wave, be the wave, don't be a surfer. Vibrations are important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you gotta manifest it by not just talking about it, but shit, getting out and doing it. Then when you start manifesting it, you gotta realize that you was talking about it, you start walking, then when you see it, then you gotta just keep talking and walking more after it's been shown to you. So he kind of gave some game on $1 trillion where it's like you gotta just do what you do. And you start doing some other shit, and all the shit you said you was gonna do ain't gonna happen. And then don't be scared. Like the nigga said, he came out here to be on TV, and the nigga said, you finna go sing at the little open mic. Nigga low-key was nervous. Look. So by the time he got the legs, he already had jumped off the porch, and it wasn't no nervous bone in his body. It was like, shit, I already see what it is. I spoke it into existence. So,
hey, Cuddy Mac, that wasn't no joke, Cuddy, back then. Funky reggae was big shit at Oscars. And like, you know what I'm saying? That was even before my level. That was when Eddie Murphy and all them cats was rolling out in their prime. So he was rocking that crowd.
That's game. You asked him like you told him how he stay original and shit. And then it's really like, because to us, all that shit, the same shit. Like, if it's a nigga from Jamaica,
totally different. That's what I'm saying. I know he could easily sell more records if he did, whoever's hot, Beanie Man or Vibe Cartel or something. He could do those styles, but he just, he do his own shit. That's why when I see him do those styles, that's why I'll be like, man, I know you could do that. He'd be like, man, get the fuck out of here. But I'll be serious. I'll be playing with him. I'll be serious at the same time. Because he can do the stuff and the, how that shit they do, they jump up and, they do the, all that shit they be doing. Like, he can do all that, but when he do his solo shit, he don't be doing that really. You know what I'm saying? They be like, they like have, to break the music down low. They start jumping around. Like, he could do all that shit.
Yeah, Jocko, he different, man. He definitely on the
Yeah.
side of righteousness.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Donnie Bills finally round out that video with Rich last night. That shit was
Oh,
funny.
y'all got it in.
We get it out, man. I wasn't letting him leave.
Man, it's crazy what Instagram will do, baby. I'm finna see something. This bro be training with us and stuff. Shit,
Scandal, Cuddy Mack, you on the horn, Cuddy Mack.
what you said? You was breaking up.
Handle your scandal or hit me on the horn.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you, man. We gotta feel we be having a little chop up. I don't know if it's your connection, my connection. We're gonna get right though, but you know, West
Yeah,
Side
you know
Live.
what?
Right.
I didn't plug in. I didn't plug in my internet on this one until it's
Oh,
late. My shit was true.
that's
That was
Nah,
okay.
you
But yeah,
good. Shit, you gotta be making sure we tight and right, man. Keep it rolling, keep it cutting, man.
I'm finna end this broadcast though. I could have been ended it myself. I'm tripping. All right, y'all. See y'all next week with Goose the Great. This is gonna be something
That's gonna be interesting for me because I don't know shit about it.
very interesting. All right, y'all.
Yes, sir.